Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Today's February 14th, 2014. What a wonderful day to do this live session to talk about love and finding love. That's what we're going to be talking about. Just also want to remind everyone who comes on that I'm not doing any live tarot or I Ching oracle readings. And the reason is because there's been scammers who continue to pretend to be me, approaching you for money. They pretend to be me and offering you private messages for money. And so I decided to remove that low frequency energy. And so the only way to do that was to stop doing the actual readings. But I think the topics that I'm going to be talking about on a weekly basis are going to be just as valuable. So happy Valentine's Day to all of you. And before we get started, I'm going to clear the energy of the room. I just want to remind you about my our 69 moons herbs based on traditional Chinese medicine. And the reason why I love traditional Chinese medicine is because TCM, they call it TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, is based on an energetic system. Qi, the life force energy, yin yang energies, the five elements energies. It's an energetic system of healing, and that's why I love TCM. And so I created the 69, these two formulas to help you in your journey. And so of in your journey of wellness and vitality. So this Yu Ping Fang Sun Plus is a formula to help support your immune system. And I've been taking this every day myself, especially during these winter months. And then the Xiao Yao Sun Plus is another formula it's a formula to focus and calm the mind and ease the spirit. And so I take this when I need this, and they're both available. And what's great about these formulas, I should say, is that we added additional herbs to the classical formulas. So additional herbs are added, and you can get them at shop.yinandyangliving.com. Okay. So let's clear the energy in the room and then get started. And then later, if you have any questions about love, the topic of love, I'll be happy to answer them. So let's just clear the energy of the room and then we'll get started. God, angels, spirit guides, ascended masters, divine creator. Thank you so much for allowing us to open the sacred space. Thank you so much for allowing us to talk about the topic of love, genuine love, authentic love, because the love energy is what we are made up of, and that is what we are tapping into. Thank you so much for removing any low frequency energies in this room that do not serve the highest and best good of the viewers here, and allow me to deliver the messages and really talk about topics that are relevant to the viewers to help them in their journey of finding true love. Okay. Hello, Linda. Hello, Karan. Hello, Klaus. Um, okay. Linda Ben says, wow, I've been alone since 2016, tried many times to find love, but failed. And even everyone is saying, I am a lady. What to do? Great question. Okay. So love is something that a lot of people approach me about. A lot of people. I mean, I have received many approaches about love many years, and I have uh, videos about love. I have guided meditations about love. And so the essence of love is that the entire universe, as we know it, is really made up of love energy. So what does that really mean, that it's made up of love energy? Is that the entire universe, all of the manifestation of the universe, the physical manifestation, all the planets, the stars, the moons, the galaxies, including you, your physical manifestation has occurred because of love energy. Love energy is like the highest vibrational frequency, the highest vibrational frequency. So when this energy, this metaphysical, these wave energies just reach a very high level, that is when the physical form starts to manifest. You start to see from all of the wave energy physical form starts to manifest because that energy is so powerful. It's a very high level. That's what really love is. Love is a very high level energy. Think about it. Think about that. Because without that love energy, nothing in this universe can exist, and you could not exist. Nothing can exist, including you. So essentially, when we say, God's love, and God is within you, and you are connected to God, and you're the perfect image of God, what does that mean, really? God is love energy, right? Because it is the highest form of energy. It has so much love, it has so much compassion, it has so much wisdom, it has infinite power, right? And that is God. God is infinitely compassionate, infinitely powerful, infinitely wise, right? And that is a high vibrational frequency. You can't get higher vibrational frequency than God. You really can't. And so then you're saying, oh, well, you are the perfect image of God. So that means that God has created everything on this planet. That's what God has done, including you. And you are the perfect image of God, which means that you are made up of that love energy. So essentially, you are love. You are already love. Your soul is love. Everything about you, every cell, every tissue, every organ about you is made up of that love energy. So your essence is love. Now, some people will say, Moon, how can you say that? If we're really made up of love energy, and why do I see so many people out there doing bad things? Doing bad things, right? How can you say that those people are made up of love energy if they're doing bad things? Well, what it is that God gave us the faculties of the brain, of the human mind, of the ego mind. The ego mind has a choice of what to do. The choice of this road A, choice of road B, choice of road C. We have choices, and that ego mind that we bring in is where we can make those choices. And so the choices is that those people who are behaving badly are not making choices that are truly aligned with who they truly are, which is that love energy. They're aligning with another choice. They're disconnecting themselves from this love energy through their mind. That's what they're disconnecting themselves. So that's how you explain when people are not behaving with love. They're not behaving in the highest and best good interest of themselves and everybody else. That's what that is that they're really disconnected from their truth, their metaphysical truth, that they are this soul energy that is made up of love. And so what it is that what happens is when you see somebody out there and you say, I've fallen in love, what you're saying really to yourself is that that person is allowing me to recognize and connect with the love that is already within me. That person is like the key that opens the door to my own love, to the love that already exists, to the love that is connected to the divine. That's what that person is doing. That person is allowing you to see and recognize the love within yourself. That's so powerful. That's why, when you see people who are in love, they have the greatest smile on their face, right? They're giddy, they're joyful. Like they feel like time has stood still, right? Because they have met somebody that has allowed them to connect to that love that is already within themselves. That's what that really is. And so the whole premise here is that if you already have love within yourself, then then where should you really be focusing on to find love? Should you be focusing on the outside world, or should you be focusing on the inside world where you already connected to love, that you already, no, not connected, that you already possess love, because you are made up of love energy. And so the first place to focus and connect to that love is within you, that is then connected to the divine, that is connected to everything in this universe, because everything in this universe is made up of love. You know, there's a saying, Sanskrit, Om Namah Shivaya. It's a mantra, right? Om Namah Shivaya really means God is in everything, and then God is really in nothing. But God is in everything. That means that that love energy is in everything. Om Namah Shivaya. How beautiful is that? So rather than trying to get frustrated and go out there and constantly look for love outside of you, and then get frustrated when you don't see the results of that love, right? Why waste your time doing that when you already can connect within yourself and in relationship to the divine, in relationship to these beautiful universal forces? So there's love in the tree, in the plant, in the flower as well. So you can even connect to that connection of love with nature, because nature possesses only love. So the thing is that the thing is rather than looking outside for love, you go inward for love. And I have guided meditations to tap into your own inner love. And so when we start to peel away and release all of these fear, low frequency energies of fear, doubt, not feeling good enough, not trusting in the process, not trusting in the divine, and also the divine timing, when we start to let all of those layers of ego mind go, we return back to love. You know, there's a beautiful Marianne Williamson book called Return to Love. It was one of my first books that I ever read during my spiritual journey. Go get that book, Return to Love. And return to love is return to yourself and your connection to the divine and the spirituality that is all around you. That's what true love is, because that love is eternal. It will never disappear. It will never be removed from you. It is your right, because that is what you are made up of. Nobody can take that love from you. No one. And so as you start to let go of the fear, the doubt, the chaos of this ego mind, and you start to return back to that, you can really start to feel it. This is why it's important to spend time with yourself, be in environment, go to nature, because nature is only love. And when you go to nature and you sit there with nature and you close your eyes, you can feel the love. You can feel the love when all of those layers start to be released, the layers of fear, doubt, confusion, uncertainty. That's when that love starts to shine. And when love starts to shine, you shine. And then you're actually broadcasting a high vibrational frequency to the universe, out to the world. And what happens? What happens? Because the universe always matches you where you're at, right? What happens? That external love, that beautiful external love from somebody else comes in naturally, organically, and as a byproduct of your vibrating this high frequency of love. And so when that person comes in, that person comes into your life as an enhancement to your life, not one of those relationships where you are negatively dependent on each other. You know, you see a lot of codependent relationships that are unhealthy. That's because each one of those people haven't found love within themselves first. And so when they get together, they're already not in a good place. And then when they get together, when you're not in a good place, you become an unhealthy codependent relationships. I'm sure many of you have seen that, right? I'm sure many of you have seen that unhealthy codependent relationships. But when you have found love within yourself and you're content with exactly who you are and where you are, that person on the outside that truly matches you, the person who has inner love and that is okay with life, is when they come in. And now you have created a healthy relationship. That's what you have created. As opposed to a unhealthy codependent relationship, now you're creating a beautiful, complementary, healthy relationship. You see the difference? That is the byproduct of really connecting to the love that is already within you and all around you. When you find that, how many times have you seen people, and I've seen some of the greatest people, they say, yeah, I wasn't even looking for love. I was just going about my life. I was creating things in my life and I was moving out there and I was making a difference. And this person just came in and we fell in love. Right? I've heard that so many times. And though that love is what is true, what is beautiful, because the universe will always match you where you're at. If you're here, if you're here and you're frustrated about love, then the universe is just showing you that lack of love. If you're here and you know and you've connected to your own inner love and you feel good about your life, and whatever happens, you say to God, you know what? If somebody comes in, great. But if nobody comes in, that's okay too. I'm living a beautiful life and I'm making a difference in the world. Then the universe shows you that other person that has the same frequency. And that person just comes along in the most unexpected ways. And this is exactly how I met my husband. Was I actually had told, because when I was in the West Coast and my mother lives in the East Coast, I had a conversation with her over the phone. And she said to me, oh, do you have anybody in your life? I said, no. But you know what I said to my mom? I said, Mom, I made a conscious decision that if I don't meet anybody, I will be totally fine. I made a conscious decision and I had expressed to her that. And do you know that within 1 year of expressing that, I had met someone and got married? That's exactly how, because I wasn't looking. I wasn't looking. That's how it happens. So that is really the secret, is to really find that love within you first. Connect with it. Feel it. Connect with all the love around. And then you're vibrating that frequency, and the universe in its infinite wisdom matches that. That is really the essence of finding true love. Okay, let me see if there's any questions about this topic. Karen Lee, happy Valentine's. Linda Ben, okay. Linda Ben, okay, so I think I just kind of answered, but if you have a follow-up question to that, let me know. Klaus, hi Klaus. So when are you going to find the true love? Okay, I think I answered that. I'm seeing, Sachi says, I'm seeing a guy and he is not what I thought I would ever want from a guy. All my logics to not be with him are down the drain. Okay. So are you saying that you're saying that this is a great surprise, that this is a wonderful surprise, that I kept my heart and mind open, and therefore I met somebody that I didn't expect, but it's turning out to be good. Now, that's a beautiful thing, because you didn't come up with a preconceived notion. You said to the universe, hey, God, I'm going to keep myself open, and I'm not going to stress about this. And I know that you know who's right for me, because you have infinite wisdom to know who's right for me. And I'm just going to go out there and do my thing. And I know that you will match that person that is on my frequency, right? So there was a trust in that, the faith in that, a process in that. There is a heart and mind conflict. Well, if you see it as a conflict, it's a conflict. But if you see it as a compliment, you say, you know what? This is how you could see it, Sachi. Rather than seeing as a heart and mind conflict, you could say, you know what? I had some idea in my mind about what type of person that I was looking for, my rational mind, but I was introduced to this person and I'm drawn to this person. Oh, this is a beautiful surprise. How beautiful is life, that it gives me the unexpected, and that makes my life more interesting and more exciting and more joyous, right? That's how you could frame it. Rather than framing as a conflict, frame it as, how beautiful is this? How joyous is this? That I thought in my head I might have had maybe a profile, but somebody else came in naturally. And this person, I'm finding, wow, how beautiful is this relationship, even though it's not the one that I expected. And how beautiful is life, the way life twists and turns. That's how you should see that. But congratulations, beautiful. Hello, Ms. True. Thank you. That's so nice of you to make a compliment like that. Oh, how can I resolve it? Sachi, I just told you how you can resolve it. You have to look at it differently. You have to say it differently. You have to say it as, this is a beautiful, unexpected surprise and twist of the journey of life. That's how you resolve it. Okay. Okay. Karen Lee says, I think I found a soul connection, but after he suddenly stopped texting me. Okay. So this is what you do. Okay. This is what you say to yourself in this situation. I know that this door has closed because the universe has a better door for me. And I trust in the process. And I continue to cultivate my inner love, that divine love within me. And I connect to that. And as I connect to that, in just the right perfect timing that God and the universe has for me, I will meet somebody even better. I will meet somebody even better. I thought it was my soul connection, but obviously it's not. And I have faith in that. And maybe this person will return in the future, maybe not, but that's okay, because I am still connecting with my divine self, the love that I am made up of. And therefore, I continue to trust in that process. I should continue to connect with my own love within myself that God has bestowed upon me. And in divine timing, God will introduce me to somebody even better. That's what you do. That's how you do. And you just send that person blessings from afar. And that's it. And then you continue with your journey. Okay, Karen Lee? That's how you deal with it. What I say is, you say, do I give up? You're not giving up on anything. What you're doing is you're living your life as you should, which is that if this person doesn't text me, then there's no point in texting back, because there's no energy that's being reciprocated, right? If there's no energy being reciprocated, energy that you give off is not going to be received by him, right? So then you say, okay, I continue with my life. It's not giving up on this man or not giving up. That's irrelevant. What's relevant is, can you continue to nurture the love within yourself? That's what's really important here. That person is not that important, not that relevant to your journey. That person may come back in the future, may not. That's not what's relevant. What's relevant is, can you connect with the love that is already within you? Because if you can do that and you're broadcasting a higher frequency, the universe will show you somebody 10 times better than this person. So that's really the secret to love. It's not about giving up. It's about continuing on that journey, continuing on cultivating and nurturing and feeling that love within yourself. And as you do that, you'll see how the universe will introduce you to somebody later in the most unexpected ways. That's even better than this person. Okay, so that's my answer. Okay, so let's see. But it's beautiful questions. Okay, so let's see. Karen, so I answered Karen Lee, LC Phillips. Good morning and happy Valentine's to you. Okay. RER says, since my marriage break, but we are living together in the same house. Right now, I'm trying to put conclusions for the best. Okay. Wonderful, RER. I think you're handling the situation the best that you can. And I think the more you can cultivate that love within yourself and the more you can just be proactive in your life, the faster you'll leave, you won't have to live together, right? And that you're doing the best that you can under the circumstances, right? And so as you keeping faith to that process and to that journey, just in the right timing, you will know when you're not going to be living together. There will be a time when that will happen, but you're doing everything that you could for yourself, not feeling like life has failed you, not feeling that life is unfair, that you are doing everything to be cordial with this person that you're living with, but yet at the same time, you're moving on, you're doing the things that you need to do for yourself and for your life. And so you're managing this in a constructive way. Klaus Vergara says something very profound. Self-love is important for not only yourself, it's like a circle of positive energy. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because think about it. If you don't have self-love, let's say you have self-hate, then you're going to project that and you're going to need to release that angry energy, right? That's why when you meet nasty people, it's because they're living in misery. Because have you ever seen people full of love, full of joy, treat other people nasty? Have you ever seen that? I haven't. Whenever I meet people who are full of love here and therefore full of joy, when they're in your presence, they behave so beautifully, right? So you see how that energy gets projected out? So if you have self-love, then that energy gets projected out and you're making a positive impact in the world. It absolutely affects everyone and everything around you, everything, including your home, the plants in your home, or the food that you eat. That's why they said when you eat, before you eat the food, bless that food, love that food. Because if you bless and love that food, you're transferring a higher frequency to that food. So when you intake it, it'll work better for your body, okay? So love is a beautiful thing. Self-love is the essence of love. Okay. Oh, RER, I'm glad you're in agreement with my with my with my topic of today. You're welcome, Karen Lee. It's Tree. Happy Valentine's Day. How often should you set the intention? What time of day is best? Okay, you're saying set the intention for love? Okay. So what it is this, is that there's no Bible on how to do this. The Bible, the essence is, can you spend time each day, whether it's in the morning or maybe in the evening? I find that Spending some time by myself in a meditative state in the morning works better for me than in the evening. So whatever time that you can find that is that maybe 15 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, whatever you have that you could spare, you close your eyes and you just start listening to whatever is around you so that you could start to push that white noise out. And then you just conjure up that feeling of love within yourself, that love. Bring up that emotion of love. Think about all of the things that you love. Maybe you love your mom. Maybe you love your family. Maybe you love your pet, like my dog. When I close my eyes and I think about my dog Happy, there's love that comes up. So then come up with all the images of love. Who do you love? What do you love? And then that love will start to fill your heart, and then it'll start to expand to every cell, every tissue in your body. That's what you do. So that's a practice that you could do each day to start to connect with the love within yourself and the love connected to the universe and the divine. Okay, so that's my recommendation. I was wondering if I have met my soulmate yet. Okay. Ajamis, I would not be focused on that. I wouldn't be focused on whether you have met your soulmate yet or not, because the past is not relevant to manifestation. The past is not relevant to manifestation. What does that mean? It means that when you're in this quantum field of energy, the only thing that matters is the present moment, the power of now. That's why there's a beautiful philosopher, Wittgenstein, who says, those who live in the now have eternal life. Because when you transcend this consciousness level, when your soul goes to a higher consciousness level, there's no past, there's no future, there's only the present. Everything is in the present. And the quantum field really works in the present. The quantum field is this energy field of infinite possibilities. And what you put out in the present and how you observe and what you do now affects the next moment, the next moment, the next moment. So my recommendation is not to focus on whether you've met your soulmate or not, because it's not going to help you in your future, right? You want the present and the future to be better, right? What happened in the past is spilled milk. You're not going to change that. The only thing that matters to you or anybody else is the present moment, how you're doing now, and how you're going to do in the future, right? So the only thing to focus on is, can I conjure this? Can I connect to love within me now? Because the more you could do it now, the more the future will work for you. And the much better chance that you will meet your soulmate. Or if you have met your soulmate in the past, then your soulmate will return again in the future. And you may have a couple of different soulmates. Soulmate is kind of like, you might have have 4 souls, 5 souls that are your soulmates. So if this person in the past, it didn't work out, then somebody in the future will come in. The most important thing is to connect with your inner love and the love with the divine. That is the most important thing. And all of that other thing will fall into place. The past does not matter. The quantum field does not work based on the past. The quantum field works only in the present moment, the now, the now, the now, the now. And what it is that you do now affects the next moment, the next moment, the next moment. Okay. So that's my answer and advice for that. Okay. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay. So if there's any other questions, I'd be happy to answer. Otherwise, hi, Afreen, how are you? Hi, Bida. Okay, so if there's any more questions, let me know. Otherwise, I think I have made clear. If I haven't made clear about anything, ask me. This is your final chance to ask me. Otherwise, I think I have made clear about how to really find true and authentic love. To summarize, you are created with love energy. So your essence of you is love. When you connect with that love that is already you, that inner love, which is in relationship to the divine love, you are connecting to love in its eternity, in its authenticity, true love, genuine love that will always be present. And when you start vibrating that frequency out of love, because you felt it within it and in connection to the divine, then you're broadcasting a very high level of frequency, and the universe in its infinite wisdom just brings you a person, introduces you to that another person as a byproduct of love. Okay, and then you're in a healthy complementary relationship as opposed to an unhealthy codependent relationship. Okay. Okay. Hi, Linda. Totally right. I treat myself well. So family and friends, I do goods with great pleasure and secretly, but recently I feel a lot of deception. I don't meet men being invisible. I don't meet men being invisible for them. That means that you have more work to do, Linda Ben. That means that you might treat your family well, but that means you have to go deeper and connect to that love that's even deeper. Really connect to that. That means that there's some level where you might still feel like subconsciously, I'm not good enough, right? There's a subconscious thing that you're not even aware of. That's holding you back. That's giving you a block. That's not truly really connecting to that deep love within you. There's a block there. So there might be some subconscious story that you're telling yourself that you're not quite good enough, right? Because if you really vibrated at that frequency, you would meet that right person, because that's the laws of the universe. The laws of the universe only show you where you are at. So you have to do more work, more practice, deeper. And Linda, Ben, I know that you are a great person. You are a beautiful person, but it's to be able to really feel that yourself. Feel it, feel it. And that's where we struggle, all of us, not just you, Linda, Ben. I struggle myself. Trust me, there are days when I'm like, am I good enough? Am I good enough? Right? So that's why it's a practice. I have to practice every day. Now, because, I say to myself, am I good enough? Right? That means I'm disconnected with love, because if I wasn't disconnected with love, I wouldn't even ask that question. So you've got to keep doing the work, keep doing the work, keep nurturing, cultivating that inner love in connection to the divine. Okay. So I send you so much love and blessings, but know that you are a beautiful person. Beautiful. Okay, everyone. Okay, everyone. So thank you so much for coming in for this and happy Valentine's Day on this topic of finding true love. And again, 69 moons based on traditional Chinese medicine herb formulas, Yu Ping Fang Sen to help focus and calm, to support the immune system, and Xiao Yao San plus to help focus and calm the mind, ease the spirit. And you can get those at shop.yin and yang living.com. Klaus Vergara says, do you have any love meditation mantra? I do. If you go on my playlist under guided meditation, you'll see there are love meditation in there. And I'll try to release more in the future, but there is. But any meditation that you do where you could just be fully present in the now, any meditation like that, where you're not thinking about the future, you're not thinking about the past, brings in love, allows you to connect to that love. When you are so present in the now, you are connecting to that love within you and the divine love. So yeah, check out my guided meditation playlist. Okay. You're welcome. Okay, everyone. So let's do a closing prayer, and then I'll see you again next week. Dear God, angel, spirit guides, and masters, divine creator, thank you so much for allowing us to connect to the love that is truly within each one of us. I ask you to please guide and support every one of these beautiful souls to their own inner love, as they are made up of love energy, the love energy that has extended from you, God, to them, that they are loved, they are high vibration frequency. Allow them to let go of any doubts, fears, worries, any self-doubt about that they are good enough, that allow them to connect to that they are perfect image of God, so that they can connect to their own love energy that is connected to that love energy of the universe. And as they do that, they will meet as a byproduct the right, true love from the external world. So thank you so much for allowing us to really, really understand this message, this profound message of finding true love by connecting to the love in each one of us that already exists, that is being broadcast out into the planet and to the universe. And as a byproduct, we meet that partner. So thank you so much for allowing us to see this wisdom, understand this wisdom, and to bless all of the beautiful souls here with so much love, so much unconditional love, authentic love, and eternal love. And so it is. Namaste and many blessings. Just thank you so much. Much love, and happy